gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need.
Welcome back, everybody. We are going to go through how to build this bunk. I'm going to take you through the steps, procedures, width, length, measurements, and the tools needed to build this bunk. This is a bunk that we built specifically for our calves, and we built one for the cows too, and the only thing that is different are the measurements. We used speed square, pencil, skill saw, impact driver, tape measure. I am not a carpenter, so I give it my best college try, or whatever try you want to give it. This is basically a mock-up of where you want our base to sit, and when we like the height, we'll just make it a bit more permanent. So since we like that, we're going to measure that at 36 1/8 for the width of the brace in the front, and it would be the width of the brace on the other side as well. So 36 1/8 is going to be the width of the brace. Mark it down on our piece of wood with our speed square so we get a nice straight line. And please don't do what I'm going to do. I do understand that I am doing things the wrong way without safety glasses and things that are supposed to be a lot more safe, but we are 100% pressed for space, considering there's a tractor getting rebuilt in the garage, and we're trying to build this semi-large feed bunk in it as well. So please use safety glasses, gloves, eye protection, all the things, and do not do what I'm about to do. Now that we got this guy cut, we're going to attach him to the 4x4s like the one behind me. We are going to put this 15 inches on center. The 15 inches on center is from the end of the bunk to 15 inches into the bunk on the center. And then we will draw our line where our brace is so that we can screw down our top plates, so to speak, and make sure that we have an accurate rendition of where that actually is on the underside of this bunk. We are going to use a minimum of about 3 screws per board so that it doesn't have a chance to flex up when it gets wet. These are untreated so that they are safe for the cattle to eat out of. And coincidentally, if we're ever going to get out of cattle, they can be also used as raised garden beds, which will be epic, but I hope that never happens. Initially, we're going to put 1 screw per board just in case we mess something up and have to take it all back apart. There's less to do. We also cut 2 more boards at 36 inches so that we could have 2 braces on the underside in the center of this bunk, which is what I'm screwing down right now. And we're going to kind of stagger the screws so that it grabs a hold of it in an even sort of a manner. We don't want to allow these wood planks to be able to roll up or ripple up in any sort of way so that the feed doesn't spill on the ground. This is going to give you a look of the underside piece. So we screw it down from the top into the board, and that's going to give us our support for length for the middle of this bunk. Hopefully we don't have any cows standing on it, but it could happen. So we're trying to account for, some weight. Greg is just finishing up screwing down the supports in the center. Like I said, we're staggering those screws so that it grabs hold of everything really nice and even. Now that we've got the bottom plate done, we're going to mock fit our boards on the sides. So they go on the inside of the 4x4s, and we will be bolting those boards directly to the 4x4s for stability, also screwing them down to the bottom along the edges of this bottom plate. This bunk is a 12-foot bunk, so there was no need to cut these boards. They just kind of fit in there all nice and pretty like. Before we flip this big dude on his side, we measured the distance in between each edge and cut and screwed in the end cap. And then we screwed in a couple screws to keep the boards from falling in. That gives you a good underview of what we are planning on and what it looks like on the underside. At this point, I'm going to take some time and I'm going to put screws in on the edge of the bottom plate where it connects to the top sill so that it can be stable. I really don't have a measurement for distance in between. I basically just put them where I thought they should be. It wound up to be probably about, like 7-10 inches. If there was more of a gap than I liked, I just put a screw in between. I really hope you all are liking what you see in this video, and if you are, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. There is a little watermark in the corner of each one of my videos that you can easily subscribe to my channel. Also, if you feel like you want to, please place a comment in the comment section. Love to hear what you have to say. This is also the time when I'm going to apologize for the camera angles, wobbliness, and lack of focus in some of these shots, because this is not Greg's daytime job and he's doing the best that he can with minimal experience. Next on the docket is to drill a big hole in the center of these 4x4s that goes all the way through the back plate that's attached to them and attach a bolt. We are not recessing it very far in because I don't believe that it's going to become an issue, but we're doing it on all 4 legs in the same spot. I believe this is a 3/8 inch bolt as far as width goes around. And then, yeah, just capping it off with a washer on one end and a nut on the other end with a washer, and making sure that everything's all tightened down and getting a little pucker into the wood so that she seats real nice. And then we're just going to continue to put some screws in to effectively finish up our project where they needed to be. This was a really fun project for us to do on a winter day. It got me out of the house while the girls were taking a nap. And to be truthfully honest with you, we could call it date night. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Please hit the like and subscribe. I would really love if you leave a comment. And like always, check you later.
Sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need.